This is a Fatal 4 podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Didn't Get All of It Japan, your favorite spot on these here interwebs to find all the news that is news across the land of Japan as it applies to professional wrestling. And if this is your first time with us, thanks for being here. If you've been with us, thanks for being a friend. My name is Kaz Wheeler, and I don't do this alone. This is the Blanche to my Rose. It's B-Rob.
Brother, ooh. What's that?
Yeah,
What's that, brother?
I figured that's what was about to happen.
I can't help it.
Yeah, it's not going to be the last time we hear it on this show, I bet.
Probably.
And he is the Dorothy to my also still Rose. It's Will Housel.
Mustard!
I was surprised that happened.
I don't know what that is.
Sorry.
You're not ingrained. Yeah. He's not
What
down
does
with the
that
culture.
The culture. I don't even know if I want to know now.
Yeah, just continue your spiel.
And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our feed on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts and give us a review in that good old Tokyo Dome 5 stars. And if you want to join in on more of the fun, including our Fatal 4 podcast Discord, where we talk all week about all things wrestling and more, get ad-free weekly shows, the occasional bonus episode, and the Discord exclusive watch-alongs and tape studies of many of the things we talk about on this here show. Subscribe to us for just $3 a month on Patreon at the Fatal 4 Discord level. And now we're also introducing the new $5 Fatal 4 Plus level, where you get all that good stuff, plus extra podcasts from the entire Fatal 4 podcast family that expand on the weekly shows you already know and love, like Didn't Get All of It, and then some from our flagship sister show, Didn't Get All of It Japan on Excursion from us, and Squared Circle Strafe multiplayer from Noah Stewart and guests, getting even more in-depth about the best and most interesting things in video games. Subscribe via Fatal 4 Podcast or go to fatal4podcast.com. That's Fatal, F-O-U-R podcast.com for links to that, our merch, our socials, and everything else we've got in store. It's a bit of a light week on news this week, boys.
Mm-hmm.
We got just a couple things to cover. We've got some Noah news.
Stewart?
Not Noah Stewart.
Oh, okay.
So I think he is supposed to be back this week, if I remember correct, if I heard correctly.
Yeah.
On Squared Circle Strafe. But we got a new number one contender for the GHC Heavyweight Championship. Kaito Kiyomiya is going to be wrestling the Brian Kendrick.
That was a weird one.
This is like if I can't think of an example. Like if Noam Dar showed up to New Japan to challenge for the IWGP.
That is pretty good.
Honestly, yeah.
That was a good.
But honestly, Noam Dar and Zack Sabre Jr. would probably be pretty fucking good.
I bet that's happened. I bet that happened.
I bet that's happened. They're both European.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They probably wrestled when they're like 16 in front of a bunch of perverts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brother, ooh.
That didn't take long.
Yeah, Brian Kendrick. Do you think he like has a conspiracy about Noah's Ark, like doing 9/11 or something? Or
I mean, honestly, probably. But it's a weird one. Noah's doing some weird stuff.
thank you, Nosawa.
Yeah. It seems like they aren't capitalizing off the WWE hype as well as you would like.
Well,
them to.
that's what I said last week.
So
Noah's too busy booking all these white dudes instead of booking their own talent.
yeah. So just so we know, Cruiserweight Classic, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Noam Dar.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, they did. Yes, they did. Yep.
Well,
That's
that place
right.
is also full
in
of perverts, so
Yeah. Also, they had some indie stuff as well that I see from, I think that's either 2011 or something like that. But yeah,
Gotcha.
they've tussled before.
Yeah. I like Noam Dar. I'd love to see him pop up somewhere relevant.
no. Amdar.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to pop out and show them.
Yeah.
He just
So I have no idea what that match is going to be.
He doesn't know what that means either.
I didn't hear what he said on that one.
It's okay.
Yeah, I won't understand it anyway. That was for the people.
Yes.
Yeah. No color. And Cody.
Well,
I guess
yeah.
Cody.
And Cody probably.
And
Yeah.
Cody.
Well, Noah's pretty savvy with the hip hop. He might catch that too. Not Paul though.
No.
So it's just me and Paul out of the loop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Go to your jelly roll, you freaks.
I'm not a big jelly roll guy.
Mm-hmm. It's too sweet.
Yeah, I prefer kolache.
Yeah. Now you won't get it, Northerner.
Anyway,
Isn't there some more heavyweight title
thing?
news?
The 0-1 heavyweight champion Go Shiozaki has challenged Yuji Nagata to a match in Noah as well.
Speaking of Yuji Nagata, I seen a young, fresh face, eyes full of joy. Yuji Nagata not too long ago in a tape study that I did independently, of course, and we'll have some more information about that later on. But yeah, it was wild to see a young Yuji Nagata.
Yeah, Yuji Nagata before he got forced to do MMA.
Before he was ruined by Inoki.
Shout out Inokiism.
Yes.
Yeah, this is kind of an odd one. It's always weird seeing that AWA title that is the 0-1 championship.
Yeah, that's the one that looked like a piece of sheet metal, right?
Which I've actually always loved. I kind of love that belt. It just looks so different.
It looks like you can pull tools out the back of it or something.
Yeah. It's another match that's just kind of an odd one. It's two again, they're a focus on two old guys.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
weird thinking Shiozaki as an old guy, but I guess it makes sense now.
Yeah, I mean he's what he's got to be late 40s, right?
Yeah, he's kind of.
And then Nagata's 50 something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just more of Noah kind of not knowing what they need to focus on again.
Sasaki is 42.
40.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it. I think he's way
I thought he
older.
was older.
He's my age.
Well, it turns out you're old.
I know.
The B
To you
stands for-
young bucks.
The B stands for bifocals because you need them while you're driving.
No, I don't. I only have single vision glasses.
Oh, sorry.
And last
We
but
have
no
fun
news,
here.
We have fun.
That's our new tagline.
that's-
We have fun here.
Didn't go over Japan. We have fun here.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
But it's in kanji.
Oh, I'll work on that.
I don't hate that.
Continue.
Okay, yeah.
Write that down.
That's not a bit of Pro Wrestling Noah news. They have announced their January 2nd show is officially titled New Year's Reboot.
Now, in my mind, this is like the WCW reboot. And Nosawa's going to stand in the middle of the ring, and they're all going to give the titles to Nosawa, and they're going to start fresh, and they're going to put the world title on, I don't fucking know, Jack Cartwheel.
WWE ID.
WWE ID's Jack Cartwheel.
Good God. Jack Cartwheel is there, Billy Kidman. Yes. I love it. I don't know. I kind of hope I do a little bit hope the name is.
I think it's just like Japanese, like linguistics kind of thing. Where it's just
it just
new
sounds
year.
good. Yeah.
Like it's a new year. We rebooted kind of deal.
Yeah.
I would kind of love if it was a bit of a reboot, though. I think they kind of need it.
Right. They need to bring in a reboom and bring in.
Oh, no.
AJ.
They're going to go on excursion to Noah.
Dude, I would watch every fucking Noah show. Imagine little Rizzler. His parents think he's on like summer camp, but he's out in Roppongi drinking with the Noah crew.
Oh, God.
I got the kanji in our chat.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't. I wouldn't have bought into it before last night. Because we are a day after Full Gear,
which we will talk about later.
Yes, and before last night, I wouldn't have bought into it, but now I'm not going to lie. Yes. I'll watch it.
Yes, I'm gonna buy you that cameo.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Don't waste your money on that.
Send it to some poor children or something.
I don't know any poor children. Sorry.
We also have a little bit of Joshi news. Meiko Satomura on her tour, or her retirement tour, is going to be facing Sarii January 23rd in Shinjuku Face. It's on a indie show.
That sounds problematic.
It's just the name of the place. There's a lot of faces there.
Yeah.
But she's claiming that she'll be Meiko Satomura's executioner.
That's so based.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I don't know where because it said it's on an indie show, so I don't know where it's going to be or if it'll be. I have to
It'll probably
imagine
on
it'll be
YouTube
for something. But I would be very interested in seeing that match because Sari's been very good this year, and I've never seen a bad Meiko Satomura match, so I really want to watch that.
I don't. So has that happened yet, or is happening?
What, a bad Meiko Satomura match?
Yeah, her and Cherie.
What did you just call Sarii?
January 23rd.
Hey, come on, man! Why you doing this to me? You know I'm English. I'm American. I fuck it up. I'm sorry.
Not the Black Panther.
The Shuri. There's an R in there.
There is a Shuri, but she's in Stardom.
What?
Well,
so that's not the same one. It's not the same. Yeah, that's what get me.
Sarii is Saray from NXT.
All right, so many fucking letters and consonants and vowels and bullshit.
Language.
Those damn Japanese names.
What? Don't say it like that.
But yeah, I think that'll be a really good match. I imagine most of the matches Meiko's going to have from here until April are going to be fairly significant. Mm-hmm. I think this will be the start of them. We have some Wrestle Dynasty news as well. AEW announced the Wrestle Dynasty Women's International Cup, where participants from AEW, ROH, CMLL, and Stardom will face off in qualifying matches.
Interested.
Yes. With the winners advancing to a 4-way at Wrestle Dynasty, with the winner challenging for the title of their choice in any company.
Now,
and we have half of the entrants already announced. CMLL will be represented by Zeuxis, Reina Isis, Persephone, and Sanily. And Ring of Honor will be represented by Athena, Red Velvet, Layla Hirsch, and Billy Starks.
Wait, Isis is in this? I thought
there you
Tessa
go.
Blanchard wasn't in this.
So
what's funny?
Which way you were going to go?
Yeah, me neither. You goddamn, you made me forget what I was going to say. You motherfucker. It was funny about it. Anyway, continue.
Tony Khan with the Black Queens in the ROH division.
Yeah, so he's sending his champions essentially. I mean, except for Layla Hirsch and Billy Starks.
She's a queen in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
or champion rather.
I think this will be. I'm glad that CMLL Stardom, the women's division, is getting a spot at Wrestle Dynasty at least. Because I was worried where they might fit in.
In the kitchen.
Whoa. Well, that's where Red Velvet is built
Kaz,
from.
why would you say that?
I didn't say that.
Wow, Kaz.
Hey, but like I said, that's where Red Velvet is built from. Your mama's kitchen.
Oh, shit, you're right. Never mind. I'm not canceled. Not canceled, everyone.
We did it.
I love women.
Yeah. I'm very curious what Stardom's 4 is going to be, because I do wonder if they're going to send the main eventers for this. But I believe the actual qualifiers are going to be taking place in their respective companies, from what I can tell.
That makes more sense.
And then the 4 will show up in Japan on the 5th.
They'll send Stephanie Vaquer. Oh wait.
Well, I mean, shout outs to Eric Brady for his funny observation of this bracket and the consolation prize for the winner. He said they have the opportunity to do the funniest thing at the Royal Rumble. Because they can challenge for any title at any company, right?
It's boss time.
I mean, listen, theoretically, most of these people probably aren't on exclusive contracts, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
I want to see Triple H call up Shawn Michaels like, listen, we need Persephone. I need her in this company right now.
But I think it'll end up being a pretty good match, regardless of who's in it, because I think they're gonna, especially with Stardom, they're even if they put their B squad in it, it'll still be someone who's really good in ring. And then yes, AEWs are the only one we don't have as well.
I mean, we can probably
that
guess
could
who it
be.
is.
I mean,
they got like they get to double dip because I mean ROH is AEW. Come on, let's be real.
Yeah, it seems like they've been teasing that Mina Shirakawa is going to be at Wrestle Dynasty. So I do wonder if it'll be this or if it'll be another match. I'd love for there to be more than one women's match on that card.
Mm-hmm.
But other Wrestle Dynasty news: Kenny Omega and Gabe Kidd is official.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for that, to be honest. I think we've talked a little bit about it being teased last few weeks, and it's like I said, I think last show, it's going to be an interesting match for Kenny because he doesn't tend to wrestle bigger guys. Usually, most of the people that he's been in the ring with, where he's put on the big 5-star classics and stuff, have been about his size.
The last time, sorry to cut you off. The last time Kenny Omega got involved with a kid, it somehow involved Chasing Rance.
No.
There's a name I didn't think I'd hear again.
On a side note, I just looked up some profile pictures of Persephone. Good soup.
Good soup.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
That's a show Joe McHale used to host.
Yes, it is. I forgot about the soup. I used to love the soup.
That's the only reason I ever watched Community in the first place. I'm happy I did.
See, I've never watched Community.
What?
I've just never watched it.
All right, I'm pitching the show to Paul. But you have to watch all Community now.
Oh, no.
Other than that, we do have one other match that has been confirmed as of today. John Moxley's emissary sending over to Wrestle Dynasty to face Shota Umino is Claudio Castagnoli.
Do we care?
Yeah. I think it'll be a good match. So hot take, I think Shota wins that.
Yeah. He has to.
I don't think he can afford to lose twice in a weekend. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to lose that first one. But I do think a win over Claudio is kind of a big deal, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that?
Kinda.
I mean, for a guy who's, internationally known.
So is Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide. That's what they call him.
They're both bald. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
See, it works.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sure,
I think we've got that. We've got Suji and Jack Perry on that card, and then we've got the women, and then Zach and Ricochet is confirmed for Wrestle Dynasty.
I got thoughts on Trevor.
Trevor, man,
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, we're waiting for Full Gear.
Oh, you're waiting for C Block. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, but yeah, I think Wrestle Dynasty is shaping up to be a pretty good card so far.
Yeah, I agree. I want to put my eyeballs on all of that.
Indeed. With that, that'll be the 8 block for us. When we come back, we're going to talk historic crossover and World Tag League update.
And we are back to discuss the B block of shows. Two happenings recently: the historic X Over 2 and the World Tag League, which is going on right now. I guess we'll talk about the historic crossover 2. The only thing crossover for me are my eyes falling asleep watching this show.
That's not hard.
Well, yes, but listen, not all of us can deal with our sleeping issues.
First half of this card was a little rough.
You could tell the New Japan guys do not like working with women.
Why? Tell me why.
I mean, did you?
Because I didn't see the majority of the match.
Well, did you see Shooter's quote?
Oh no, I
Where he's
didn't.
basically like, I don't want to work with women. He's like, keep them separate matches.
Oh, well, he just pretty much outright said it, didn't right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I know, like Naito, I think has issues with it, and
you'll notice neither of them are on this card,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. Listen, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. That's fine.
Yeah, it's like some of the WWE guys in the Saudi shows.
Yeah, same thing. Working with women, working with terrorists.
Women are terrorists too. We can't discriminate.
We found the title of our episode.
No, we absolutely not.
What? That is true though.
Oh God damn it! I'm going to get outvoted on this.
Write that down.
Yeah. The first, because I mean, we didn't get to an actual crossover match until match 5. Everything was either all Stardom or all
matches.
New Japan. Yeah, so that's not a lot of crossover, and honestly, not. I'll say this: the third match, Neogenesis versus Hate, was Mei Seira, Azumi, and Miyu Amasaki against Konami, Rina, and Uraka. That was actually a decent match.
Two of those sounds like video games.
I mean, kind of a little.
Konami
and Neogenesis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it was actually a decent match. It was quick in and out. Everybody would just get their stuff in. It was more of a high speed kind of match.
What do you mean quick? That was 10 minutes, almost 11 minutes long.
Yes, but in a high speed match, it's just
they're going high speed. I get you.
Yeah. It's just your classic Stardom 6-woman tag.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, really, until we get to the first crossover match, which is match 5, it's the team of Hate and the War Dogs. Natsuko Tora and Saya Kamitani against Drilla Maloney and Gabe Kidd, or with Drilla Maloney and Gabe Kidd, beating Hanan, Saya Ida, Tanahashi, and Taguchi. This was actually, I thought this was a fun match. This is where the show basically starts for me, really. We got a little bit of crossover with a few little intergender spots. We started with Taguchi falling.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Falling the goth queen Saya Kamitani.
As one knows.
Yeah,
as we all would. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been Taguchi.
Yes. Nothing, Will?
No, not really. I didn't watch the show.
No,
I thought you were going to watch the show.
No, I thought you was going to capitalize on the we all are Taguchi.
Oh, I mean, I said that. That's really about it. Like, I know what I'll be real.
Yeah. I mean, if you were going to watch the show, this is where I would start, really. Then we had the KOPW title intergender hardcore match.
I see some of this too.
Yeah, Great Okan beat Suzuki. We had some stapling. We had your regular hardcore plunder that you come to expect from hardcore matches nowadays. We also had a spot where it's a little controversial.
Tell me more.
Where Great Okan took his thumb and put it in a special place. For Suzuki.
One of those orifices.
And then he pulled it back out and smelled it and licked it.
Cool.
That is a thing that happened in a New Japan title match.
Very well. I will bookmark that.
Yeah, I figured it also went 20 minutes. It was a little long for what it was.
Mm-hmm. I mean, especially sticking thumbs in places. I mean, yeah.
But I mean, other than that spot, which there was a lot of people that weren't big fans of, and I could understand why. But
hey, you had 2 consenting professionals.
Yeah, I mean, it's basic. It feels like a spot from pre what was
so are we upset? Are we upset like because it was? Yeah, are we upset because it was a guy and a girl? And otherwise, if it was like Juice and Thunder Liger doing a thumb up the butt train and trotting around the ring, we would be all right.
Yeah, I mean, basically. I forgot Liger did that. Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it for that one. Then we have Taichi and Natsupoi against Clark Connors and Thekla. This was a good. This
is
match.
The one they've been building up to.
Yes,
prior
this
to
is the one that's
been
built the most. Yeah, with Connors and Thekla and Stardom. I thought it was decent. It wasn't the. Again, I think it went a little too long. I think 20 minutes was a little long for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does make sense for Collars and Thekla to end up losing because they've been kind of a menace.
Yeah, running around
month or a month and a half. But it was decent. It's worth watching if you got the time. But the match to watch of the show was the next one. IWGP Women's Championship, Mayu Iwatani and Momo Watanabe. This is a late match of the year contender.
Was there a trophy being broken this match? Or after?
No, I don't think there was a trophy broken this time.
All right.
Yeah, I think we got out of there safely with that. This was an excellent match. This could have gone 20 more minutes and I'd have been fine. I think this Momo Watanabe's, it's been a little slower of a year for her than usual, but I think this proves that she's still at the top of her game. This is a match I would say if you're going to watch any match from this card, this is the one to watch.
Question I would ask though, I mean,
Yes.
Given the high praise that you gave this match, would you have swapped this one with the main event?
That's a good question. If you were putting it together just on match quality, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think especially if you're New Japan, you want your champion in the main event.
Okay.
So if you're going just on match quality, yes. But as far as what you want out of the card and who you want being at the top of it,
It's like putting Triple H and Chris Jericho at the main event in WrestleMania 18.
I mean, honestly, a little bit, yeah. To be quite honest, because I would say this: it was Zack Sabre and Micah versus El Desperado and Starlight Kid as your main event. It was also a good match. It was a really good match. It wasn't it was not the crazy quality of the title match.
By the way, I have to apologize to El Desperado. He corrected his statements, and he was mistranslated.
Yep.
On the main show, I accused him of being a homophobe. I would like to retract that statement and apologize to El Desperado for the mean assumptions because Elon's machine is broken and he's a bastard man.
Indeed. Despy is for the children.
Yes.
But yeah, this was a good match. Zach and Micah are a really good team, and obviously Desperado and Starlight Kid is always it's been the highlight of the these first two historic crossover shows. But I would say if you get the time, especially probably the final three of the matches, are the really good matches for that. They don't take up an hour of your time. But the women's title match I think it's probably going to end up on the match of the year contender list. I don't know that it will be the match of the year, but I think it deserves mentioning in that category. And then we also have a little bit of a World Tag League update.
Tell me more.
In the A block for Tag League, Jeff Cobb and Callum Newman are currently leading the pack at 3-0.
Yeah.
Which is a little surprising.
Surprising or what? Tell me why.
You wouldn't think the Callum Newman team would be at the top, but Callum's actually
good.
And we know he's good. He's also
okay, Will, I don't like that.
But he's also starting to bulk up a little bit. It seems like he's starting to put some muscle on him finally, and he looks. And it really doesn't seem like it's affected his speed at all.
All the little thin boys plump up every now and then. I mean, because we just talked about that just last night during the pay-per-view, how Kyle Fletcher has grown in the past couple of years.
Very much so. Yeah, A block's actually, I'd say this, I think both blocks have been very good. I think this has actually been the most watchable tag league in a while. And part of it, I think, is these kind of weird teams that got put together just for the heck of it.
And also in the vein of my counterpart here, Will Housel, I would like to also issue an apology because I had big negative things to say about Shota Umino and Honma as a team. Also, Taguchi and Tanahashi. And they did pretty good for what I saw.
Jado and Tanahashi, you mean?
Oh, Jado and Tanahashi. I'm sorry. Yeah, but they did pretty good for what I saw.
No, I don't think there's been a bad match in Tag League yet. Even Kenta and Chase are actually, like, they seem like they're, at least Chase. Chase seems like he's actually working this tournament. Kenta just seems mad at everything, like always.
See, you said Chase, and I'm like, damn, I wish Chase U were in this.
No, there is no more Chase U. There's only Chase Owens.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst statement you've ever said in my entire life.
Well, and I will say this, I have nothing to apologize for. All my statements of fact are unproblematic whatsoever.
See, he does watch NXT, Paul.
I caught up on the highlights of it this week just in case somebody bailed again.
He's ready now.
They're like, yeah, I'll watch all the highlights just in case. But yeah, I think this all the main events been very good. Like, if you're gonna just watch anything from this tag league so far, watch the main events. But I'm thoroughly happy with the product that we've gotten so far. I think it's much, even especially because we don't normally have like the heavyweight champ or some of the other champs in the tag league. Like, even, and they've also said that the winner of tag league doesn't have to challenge at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, so they're doing the Money in the Bank stuff.
Kind of.
Who's that?
Yeah, that's me. Sorry.
How dare you? Yeah, so they could do it before or after. Maybe it gets moved to Wrestle Dynasty. Something, maybe something happens there, or Dash, or who knows. But I do think that adds a little bit of something different to it, so it at least gives the appearance that the teams with the champs on it might, or the people who already have matches might win.
So you just said something a little interesting, that, like, in a throwaway there. Are they still doing New Year's Dash this year?
Yes.
Even though they have Wrestle Dynasty?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 3 straight nights.
What?
Yep. Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty, New Year Dash.
Fuck.
Listen, and then there's the start of show that week, and Noah. It's going to be a very busy week.
What the hell?
That's going to be a very long post Wrestle Kingdom week show for us.
See, but they gotta do fun shit on New Year's Dash again. Like, they don't do the fun shit anymore. Remember when,
the last couple have been kind of
NWO 2000 and Cheeseburger were on that show?
Yeah.
That was cool. Do that again.
They also had like a couple of like reveals and debuts on New Year's Dashes,
like
from what I can remember,
when
too.
Suzuki-gun came back, and
maybe that's where Jake Lee comes back.
Ooh.
We'll just quit the show.
His internet dropped.
But yeah, so far I'm very happy with Tag League. I can't imagine it changing up quality very much at all. I think everything's watchable. So if you're watching World Tag League this year, it's been kind of fun.
Yeah, do that.
And with that, it'll be the end of this segment. When we come back, we're going to hear about Will Housel's time at Full Gear.
Yeah. And we're back for some C Block action. We had a little show this weekend, a little ditty called AEW's Full Gear. And we had live on the scene as a correspondent, one Will Housel and everything. And he wants to tell us a little bit about his experience there for the Full Gear festivities and whatnot. So, Will, I'm going to kick it on over to you.
That's right, B-Rob. I was in New Jersey, and I'm still in New Jersey. I can't escape this hell. It was it's funny enough because I was at my shoot job earlier in the day, and I work not to dox myself, but I work close to where the GCW show is running. I'm like, do I want to like go on my lunch break just to go to like the meet and greet? And I didn't, but apparently one of my coworkers did. I'm like, wow, okay, you mark. So I would like to thank friend of the show, Will Washington, for comping my ticket. And I would like to thank, didn't get all of it Papa Paul Griffin for meeting me there and giving me my ticket. Very, very friendly. Him and his comedian friend that B. Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Is Paul friends with Tony Hinchcliffe?
No, it's Carrot Top.
Yes, it was Carrot Top. Big beefy boys all sitting together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a fun little show. We got there. We were supposed to meet early, then I caught some traffic, and that's how that goes.
Yeah.
I will like to apologize and expose myself as the fraud that I am, that I missed the entirety of the Big AJ versus QT Marshall match, despite how much of a bit that's become for me.
Mm-hmm. You're not a true fan.
I will blame Will Washington on that. Because he kept talking and he kept telling us stories and things that I can't disclose, but it was worth it. It was
so you had no willpower.
It was nice catching up with him. I hadn't seen him since the first Grand Slam, and he hadn't even left RBR yet. He was about to join Fightful.
Mm-hmm.
Which I had guessed. He hadn't told anyone yet, but he kind of guessed. I guessed it, which was a weird, like, how did I figure that out? I'm too online. But basically,
you can see the writing on the wall.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy and I do the same drugs. The best match.
Just don't tope suicide to yourself.
Yes. The best match of the night was obviously Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
Those motherfuckers went sicko mode.
Tell me your genuine reaction to the tombstone spot to the steps.
Oh, you want to hear it?
Yes.
Hold on. I'll put it up on my phone.
Yeah.
For those, if you're interested in following me on Instagram, what is my ad? Jesus, I don't even know my ad. I'm on private right now for reasons. It's just Will Housel. Housell. Here, I'll turn up the volume. Hold on. Can you hear that?
Here we
You
go.
guys hear that?
Put it toward the mic.
Oh, hold on.
All I heard was meow. It was a Heathcliff. I don't know. Maybe we will work that in post. But I mean, all in all, you had a good time, though, right? That's all that matters to me.
Okay, I'm guessing the audio isn't coming through because I didn't hear a single thing you just said.
Yeah, I forgot you shared the headset with your mic, so you had to take it away from your head. But yeah, I'll just we'll try to get it in post. Yeah, we'll try to get it in post. But most important thing, did you have a good time?
Oh, of course. Paul and his friend made the right choice of leaving right after the Mina Shirakawa segment, because boy, did we have a stinker between Konosuke and Ricochet, which
what
I never thought in my life I would see a bad Konosuke match, but boy, they were boring. And listen, they got hot at the end, don't get me wrong, but I think Ricochet is too afraid to be the flips guy, and he's trying too hard to do technical stuff now, and it fucking sucks. And that guy's gonna be main eventing the Wrestle Dynasty. Fuck out of here. That's gonna suck shit.
Well, I mean, it was the same thing with Ospreay. He had a better transition though,
right?
But at the same time, I think he had a little more time to kind of work and flesh that out, though.
Right. I mean, Ospreay's his new offense, at least still incorporates the flippy shit, but he still does this hard hitting stuff. He does the strong style stuff. Ricochet, what is that new move he does with the elbow? That shit sucks too. It's I got excited when he did the Benadryller. I'm like, oh cool, I haven't seen that move in years. But it's I don't know. It's no, I honestly no fault on Konosuke. honestly, he looked fine in it. Maybe it felt maybe the expectations were too high for me for this match, but it's like, man, they
in comparison, when you have Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher versus the match of Takeshita and Ricochet,
I think that definitely brought it down.
Yeah,
like that, like it felt very weak if you compare the two to each other.
Mm-hmm.
It was very disappointing. I was excited for that match too because I do like Ricochet. I think he's still
need to get his legs under him.
He's still one of the best high flyers of this generation. Don't get me wrong, but it's like you're throwing under the table. What got you to the dance? It's like even before he left WWE, he was having these cool matches with that Sex Pest Shady McDonough and Braun Breaker and whoever, Bronson Reed, I think, right? Was it did he wrestle Bronson Reed? He might have. Who fucking knows? But he was having these cool matches, and then he had that 3-way, which was sick. But it's like you're trying too hard to change yourself, and now he's gonna try and technical wrestle one of the best technical wrestlers in the world in front of the Japanese crowd in January.
I don't even think it's the fact that he's trying to switch up his style. I think he's doing it out of spite because he's gotten too online.
Right. No, he's way too online. And then he's reading these people like, oh, why are you bald? And then it's like, why you flip? It's like, what? It's like he's trying to when he said, I'm going to carry AEW, he set himself up. He's already set himself up for failure for saying you're going to carry a company where you just hired Bobby Lashley, who I could see carrying AEW more than Ricochet.
Physically.
Physically, yes. Bobby Lashley could bench press 90% of the roster at once if he wanted to.
Well, I think I know how to fix Ricochet. Okay. You need to go back to.
Fire him?
No, you need to go back.
Put the mask back on, become Sky 8 again.
Is that who Ricochet is? Was he really?
Wasn't he Sky 8 in Chikara?
Was he? I don't think I knew that.
Hold on. Am I breaking kayfabe? Hold on.
I know all the ants, but I didn't know that was Ricochet.
Well, while you look that up, what you were saying?
No,
finish your thought.
Yeah, I know how to finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, he was Helios. I'm sorry.
I still didn't know that.
Yes, he was Helios.
That's interesting. Huh. Fascinating.
So was he a bad guy?
No, he was just a dork in a mask.
Oh,
yeah. Just like everybody in Chikara.
Excuse me, one of them main evented last night and had a very good match with Jon Moxley.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I know how to fix Ricochet. You go back to perhaps
the long hair.
No, you go back to perhaps his greatest rivalry that he's ever had in his career.
Wait, hold on. Let's
the microphone.
No, you go back to Ricochet. You just picture this. All
John
in
Morrison.
2024. No. Ricochet and Adam Cole.
Fuck you. No. You want the jaundice boy against Ricochet.
I mean, listen.
Ricochet's upper thigh is the size of Adam Cole's entire upper body.
But they could do that one cool spot they did again.
Everyone could do that spot in that company. I bet Bobby Lashley could do that spot.
He probably could.
It probably speared. Oh fuck, that'd be awesome if someone did a moonsault and Bobby speared him out of midair. Oh
yeah.
Has that? I feel like that has to have happened.
That has to have. I think Braun Breaker did it.
Yeah, but it'd be better with Bobby.
Of course.
What did you think of the women's title match or the TBS title match?
Also good.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
A lot of people in the Discord right before that match were like, "Oh, this is gonna suck. It's not.
Well, they're
this isn't
fucking
be interesting
stupid,
at all."
So I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and it turned every one of them. Every one of them was like, "Oh, that was actually great."
It's big match stat. My queen, my thick white queen. Never let me down.
Yeah, I mean, we call her Snacklander for a reason.
And listen, Mercedes obviously hit or miss, but you get her in there with the right opponent, she's gonna go. Which is the official time for that match out?
It was just under 20 minutes.
Fuck. that was the talking point, that not a single AEW women's match has hit 20 minutes yet.
I think it was 1925. I think it was.
Yeah, that's the year we're in for women's wrestling in AEW. What the fuck? How has not a single match gone 20 minutes in this company?
That did surprise me when that came out. I did not realize that. Let's see what else happened. What were your feelings on the main event?
I thought it was the right level of violent. I thought the finish was a bit hokey.
Mm-hmm.
The best part was when Hangman threw the chair at Wheeler's head and it fucking glommed him, and you could tell it busted him hard way, and he had to cover his head the entire segment because he was profusely bleeding, probably. What did they make him drink bleach? What did he drink at the end? I couldn't. There was a blue liquid.
Yeah, it looked like
I thought it was
fluid.
I thought it was rubbing alcohol because his head was cut open, so they just.
I couldn't tell. I just saw blue liquid. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, they really didn't say exactly what it was, but it looked like wiper fluid to me. But it was obviously something that was supposed to be painful.
That's why I automatically thought the rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
Matches I did like. I did like the Jay White Adam Page match.
Mm-hmm.
I did. They have. I don't know what the. It's weird because like I have openly not been a biggest fan of Jay White. I do like Jay White. Don't get me wrong. As a singles, at least, I'm not that big of a fan. I thought him and Juice Robinson were better as a tag team. But I don't know. Him and Hangman just have this weird chemistry that they just click.
5-0.
Yeah, 5-0, and clearly they're pivoting him as the next challenger, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I assume.
Well, it's kind of weird because that whole kerfuffle at the end with the main event and whatnot. He was calling out Pac. Out of everybody that was out there, he was yelling Pac's name.
Well, because that's I think he's going for the people that slighted him. Out of his last title.
Classic revenge.
Even though he's got his revenge over Christian and Hangman already, he's still dealing with them. So, I don't know. Yeah, you got a nice list of challengers. Christian Cage looming. Darby's just wherever. Jay White's there. Hangman's there. They've built up a nice little roster of people that can challenge Moxley. Maybe Fatal 4-Way at World's End.
Maybe, yeah.
That would be good.
Did y'all see that? Unsurprisingly, Darby was the one that actually driving that car. It wasn't a stunt person.
I don't know what was so surprising that being Darby. Like people are like, oh my god, Darby! I'm like, who is it going to drive a skull car?
Well,
we've seen Darby drive a car over his own fucking house.
Right.
What makes you think he wouldn't do that shit?
But the funniest part of that segment was they needed a car key and Pac just kicks the shit out of the valet just so he could pick a car key.
Yeah, it was like because Roxanne and them just redid it too when Shawn Michaels kicked Stan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Full Gear?
It was full of gear.
Yeah, it was a lot of unique gears, a lot of unique talent. Fun show. And now we're waiting. We got like less than an hour till they announce the Continental Classic, which I don't know if you saw Okada's promo talking about this tournament.
Did he say bitch?
Well, no, he probably did, but he was like, because they were comparing about how Chono's won the most G1s. Okada's like, I want to win the most tournaments. He's like, who the hell is Chono? He's not an international star.
Fun times.
What, Chono won 5?
Oh god, do you think I know this?
I honestly figured you probably would tell the truth. Oh, it's either 4 or 5. I think it's. I want to say it's 5.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, either way, it's a lot of them. Yeah. B-Rob, you got anything else on it?
There were some highs. There were some lows. But all in all, I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed being with the people. I think we went to Cass's house this time to watch the show.
We did.
Oh, you all
down in my
sat
basement.
together in like a little powwow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were down in my basement, and I told nobody to go into that room. Those were not screams. That was just the wind.
Yes. So, I mean, if you also, I don't know whose house we'll go to next time to watch another event, but if you want to join us, there's details on how to do so by going to fatal4pod.com. That's FOUR. And just look for the Patreon details and whatnot, and you can get in to some shenanigans with us.
Indeed, we're always up to shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one last thing we do need to mention: we are going to drop this week the Year End Awards for Didn't Get All of It Japan. I think we've pretty much settled on the topics that are going to be up for vote. I think we might even put up for the show to vote, because we have not decided on that exactly yet either.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Stay in line in the polls. Through the voting's still available, everyone.
Yes. So you listening will be able to vote on what your favorites have been from this last year. And other than that, I think that's all we've got for this week. So for B-Rob, for Will Housel, I'm Kaz, and we will see you next time.
And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Masahiro Chono won 5 times.
Yeah.
I found it at the end.
Okay. Happy birthday, Masahiro Chono.
That's it. That's where happy birthday, Masahiro Chono. Cool.